Welcome back, viewers. This is the Treasures of Life show, and my name is Jonah Simba. My sign language interpreter in this section is Esther Kendi. I'm talking about forming an identity. Let me wind up the show today in a certain way. Identity is key. Identity markets you. Identity forms a legacy. But then we are living in a time when identity is under huge challenge. Distractions of life threaten our identities. Our thought life threatens our identity. But here are some tips just for you to focus. If it has been taught to you, probably that is the values of your country, like our country, Kenya. We value God. Anything out of that should ring a bell on the inside of you. Be wary. Be very careful to down things that has been implanted in you over time, especially positive things. Be very fast to deal with negativities that have been implanted in you over time, because as I say in this show, energy is not attracted to negativity. Angels are not attracted to negativity. Energy is attracted to positivity. Angels are attracted to positivity. Have you ever heard someone talking and saying, so and so is a wet blanket? Or so and so is always sad? That is an identity that you need to do away with. Why? Because joy, Christians say, the joy of the Lord is our strength. If there is anything that is under warfare, is your joy, because down on the inside of you, when you experience joy, you receive guidance, divine instructions and guidance, that you are on the right track. There are times when you're faced with warfare. It may make you less happy, but deep on the inside, you have joy. Have you ever struck gold? Have you ever struck a jackpot? Have you ever gained something and it is so exciting to you, but no one outside knows it? That is exactly what I'm talking about. When you discover your purpose for life, when you know who you are, especially in God, especially the opportunity that nature has given to you, that in itself informs your reason for waking up every morning. You may not be happy because of the changes of life, the stresses of life, the fact that you have to probably put food on the table, get your job running, or get your business running, or probably some, challenges of relationships of life. There may be challenges of health that you are experiencing. Probably a loved one is not well, emotional trouble of some kind. You are not at peace because you're uncertain about a few things in life, not very certain about what is going on. Yeah, You may have some difficulties in your finances even as I'm talking to you. You are not experiencing the very best financially. I may be talking to you and you're even having a financial trouble. You're in debt. You have mortgage to meet and debts and all that kind of a thing. Or probably you are not at peace in terms of your spiritual life. You feel things are not right. Yeah, somewhere you feel some beliefs are pulling you down. You feel like you're going through some kind of spiritual trouble. Yeah, maybe you're experiencing something that is confusing you. You are not at the very best in terms of your relationships, probably. Um, Probably you've just been left by a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a husband or a wife. Or maybe your children are not relating very well with you, or your parents are not relating very well with you as a child. Or you are having some sibling rivalry issues and some problem with your extended family somewhere, or your nucleus family is not at its very best. I'm talking about the real issues of life here. You know, probably you're not having a job, or you're having issues at your workplace, or you're not just at the top, at your top, at your workplace, you're not at the very best. Your business maybe has just been burnt down, or is experiencing losses, or it is just going very slowly. The business is slow. Things are not just right. Shylocks and debtors and you know, not meeting deadlines and all that kind of thing. These are issues of life. These are issues of life that may make you not to be happy. But I'm trying to go deeper than that. Just the things that not make you happy, much as they mean something to some extent, I am tapping on that deeper energy, the soul, the wellspring of your energy. Let that not be touched. That is the source of your innovation, that deep inside of you, the knowing that I will come out of this. I surely will come out of this. Probably you have experienced a loss of some kind, but something on the inside of you, deep, something on the inside of you needs to be awakened. That is what I'm talking about, identity. Identifying with power, authentic power, identifying with energy, identifying with God, identifying with the ability to come up again and be revived, out of the ashes and the depths of life, out of extreme poverty, out of shame and pain, out of trouble, out of alcoholism, addiction, out of rape, out of issues of robberies and violence and all manner of abuse. You can rise up. You can. That is the identity that I'm calling for you to identify with. Because in my explanation of identity, I told you that identity can also be what you associate with. Identity can be what you are affiliated with. What is your association? What is your affiliation? Are you associated with people and groups that rise up from trouble? People that don't die in terms of hope. They don't become hopeless. Much as they are pushed too much to the wall, they have the ability to push back. That is the energy that I'm talking about in terms of identity. May that be your description, that you always overcome troubles. As I wind up, pain of life can be overcome. Difficulties of life. There is a solution to every problem. Only if you hope more. Only if you stay alive. only if you pray, only if you trust, only if you believe, only if you do not doubt, only if you regain hope on the inside, that wellspring of hope, let it be rekindled. It is possible. You can be rich. Let those who are poor say they are rich. Let those who are weak say they are strong. Yeah. And let those who are strong say they are alive. There is space for growth for everybody. Don't get into any identity crisis. Let your identity be power. Let your identity be love. Let your identity be that you're alive, you're true, and you're on the right path. And I am done. Yes. What a show. That has been forming an identity here on the Treasures of Life show from me, Jonah Simba. Guess what? I love you. See you next week. Bye.